Thinking Byzantine here. Today we'll be talking about plug power. And now, before we get into this bit of news, I'd like to say that I'm not a financial advisor. This is all my own opinion, and please invest at your own discretion. Plug Power and Renault partner for hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. Plug Power and French automaker Renault today announced their intention to create a joint venture to integrate hydrogen fuel cells into the European market for light commercial vehicles. The 50-50 venture is slated to be operating in France by the end of 2021, with the initial deployment of vehicles fleets also by the end of the year. So last time I talked about Plug, it was about the deal with SK, the $1.5 billion deal for hydrogen expansion into South Korea and Asia. And I overlooked the fact that hydrogen can be used with light commercial vehicles, and I think that is something where they have an advantage over EV vehicles, because I can't think of a commercial EV vehicle I know Tesla has their truck that they're trying to make, their semi, and Nikola has whatever they're doing right now, but I don't think Nikola is the best company for hydrogen vehicles. Let's just keep at that. But yeah, this is something interesting. Now, here's the transportation section. It's going to be a dominant factor in the European hydrogen fuel cell market. Transportation sector has accounted for more than half the market share in 2018 and is expected to continue its dominance in the coming years. The European countries are focused on clean energy usage in the transportation sector, which in turn creates a significant demand for fuel cell technologies. Hydrogen fuel cells are expected to grow at a rate of 15% till 2025. That's when they made their estimate. Motor Intelligence did anyway, 15%. And in Europe, the market is driven by Joint Initiative for Hydrogen Vehicles, which seeks to deploy 139 new emission fuel cell buses and refueling infrastructure across 5 countries. The German KfW 433 program, launched in 2016, has encouraged an early uptake in fuel cell cogeneration in the country. So basically, there's a lot of interest in these European countries into cleaner fuel for their transportation, and Plug Power Renault is going to try taking advantage of that, and I believe that they're aiming for around 30% market share. So when investing into Plug specifically, you're going to be investing into the future, and as seen here, people clearly think that this is a very bullish move, and I agree with it as well, as Plug Power is up close to 30% if we include after hours, and over the 5-day period from when the SK news came out, Plug Power is up over 85%, which is super impressive. Now, with all big run-ups, there may be a pullback here and there, or this stock may garner attention from short sellers like Citron, but it's just to keep in mind that this stock has a strong runoff, and buying now carries a bit more risk than buying last week. I'm not trying to discourage you from getting into this stock. I just suggest you do further more research into Plug Power, as its current balance sheet cannot support its its market cap of around 31 billion. As in, I talked in last Plug video that the Q3 earnings show that Plug Power is not earning money. But like I said, with Plug Power and these growth type of companies, you're investing into the future. How far in the future, I'm not sure. But that's just something to keep in mind. But if you want to invest in Plug a different way, there's ICLN. The iShares Global Clean Energy ETF carries a small portion of its ETF into Plug. So if you want to invest indirectly into Plug while hedging it with other clean energy producers or manufacturers, iShares Global Clean Energy ETF may be for you. And now, tell me, what are your guys' thoughts on this news? And are you going to buy Plug today, or will you try waiting for some sort of pullback? In my case, I'm just going to continue putting my money into the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF because I think it's just a safer bet overall. As if Plug pulled back a bit, iShares will only pull back a smaller bit. Like, let's say if Plug drops 10%, maybe iShares drops like 0.5%. That's, I believe, how this works. In any case, have a good day, everyone. Thinking Byzantine out.